A farmer once lived in a small village, and he had 3 sons. The eldest was strong as an ox. The middle one was clever and quick, but the youngest, people called him the dreamer. One day, the farmer called all 3 sons. "I'm getting old," he said softly. "Before I leave this world, I want to see which of you truly understands life." He gave each son a bag of seeds. "Plant these. In 3 months, show me your harvest. Whoever grows the most will inherit everything I own." The eldest son grabbed his bag and laughed. "This is easy. I'm the strongest. I'll plow the biggest field and grow mountains of crops." He worked day and night. His muscles bulged. Sweat poured down his face. He planted seeds everywhere. Without thinking, the middle son smirked. "Strength alone won't win this. I need strategy." He studied the soil. He counted every seed. He made perfect rows and watered them exactly on time. Everything looked perfect. But the youngest son? He sat quietly under a tree. Days passed. His brothers mocked him. "Look at the dreamer, still doing nothing. Father will be so disappointed." The youngest just smiled. He watched the birds. He observed the wind. He noticed where sunlight fell the longest. Then, one morning, he finally started working. He didn't plant in the biggest field. He chose a small patch. He didn't plant every seed. He selected only the best ones. He dug deep. He mixed the soil with care, and he planted with purpose. 3 months passed quickly. The father called his sons again. "Show me what you've grown." The eldest son took him to his field first, but the crops were thin and weak. "I worked so hard," he cried. "I used all my strength." The father touched the dry soil. "Son, you worked with your muscles, but not with your mind. You planted everywhere, but understood nowhere." The middle son presented next. His field looked better. Neat rows, healthy plants, but the harvest was average. "I followed every rule perfectly," he said, confused. The father nodded slowly. "You used your mind, son, but you forgot to feel the land. You controlled everything, but understood nothing." Finally, they reached the youngest son's small patch, and everyone gasped. The crops were golden, full, bursting with life. The harvest from that tiny patch was more than both brothers combined. "How?" the eldest shouted. "You barely worked." The youngest knelt down. He picked up a handful of soil. "Brothers, I didn't just work. I observed. I learned from nature. I saw where water flows naturally. I noticed which seeds were truly healthy. I understood that success isn't about how much you do, but how well you understand what needs to be done." He looked at his father. "You taught me this, father, remember? You always said, a wise man works less but achieves more, because he thinks before he acts." The father's eyes filled with tears. "My son, you understood. Strength fades, strategies fail, but wisdom lasts forever." He placed his hand on the youngest son's shoulder. "The land is yours, not because you worked the hardest, not because you planned the best, but because you used your mind, your heart, and your eyes together." The eldest son fell to his knees. "I wasted my strength." The middle son bowed his head. "I wasted my cleverness." But the youngest helped them both stand. "Brothers, you didn't waste anything. You learned. And that is the real harvest." Life will always challenge you. Sometimes you'll want to use force. Sometimes you'll try to outsmart everyone. But remember this story. True success comes when you pause, when you observe, when you understand. Before you act, don't just work hard. Don't just work smart. Work with awareness. Use your mind, not just your muscle. What did you learn from this story? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your wisdom. And if this story touched your heart, subscribe to this channel. Hit that bell icon, because every week I bring you stories that change the way you think. Stories that stay with you forever.